just get wound up. I mean, after all, what do you come to the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire if not to get wound up? Happy, what is today? Happy Monday, the 23rd. Yeah, I had a dentist appointment this morning. How's my smile? Teeth match? So greetings. My name is Ted Nugent. I'm a shit-kicker American, rock solid in the asset column for my family, for my community, for my country, for the good earth. I'm a stewardess. I'm a steward. I'm a steward of our precious, miraculous creation, renewable resources that God has put me in charge of. As a conscientious, participating, reasoning predator, making sure that my air, soil, and water... Ooh, here comes Shemaine. This is worth doing live on the air. Hi, baby doll. What's going on? I got you live on the Spirit Campfire.
How do you do? Just wanted to let you know I'm on my way home. I'll be home in like 15, and I'll make dinner in about 15.
All right. I can't wait. By the way, you are dinner. I love you. See you in a little while.
See you later.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about the Spirit Campfire and you and me. The most beautiful thing about you and me is that there's no holds barred. We have no pretensions. We just let it rip. We're uninhibited. We're honest. We're free form. We're stream of consciousness. We're conscientious. Speaking of conscientious, look at this beautiful conscientious bird dog. Coco, hey, Coco, hey, come here. Come here. You got to stay here and be beautiful. Look how beautiful my Coco is. Coco. We didn't go in the muck today, did we? She can't wait for bird season. I love you. So between Shemaine and Happy Sadie and Coco and you people, I'm here to celebrate truth, logic, common sense, goodwill, decency, positive spirit, positive energy. I'm going to be 73. What is it, September already? It'll be September before you know it. The songbird season opens. In September, tens of millions of American families go after the songbird. You know, because it's only logical that you would put a picture of a songbird on a shotgun shell box. You know, before I ever heard the term critical thinking, I was a critical thinker. When the beatniks offered me this strange, delicious smelling cigarette, I could see the spittle in the corner of their mouths, and more often than not, there were boogers coming out of their nose, and they were struggling to form a syllable. It's almost like a precursor to Michael Moore's fan club, which also a very disturbing indicator was that personal hygiene appeared to be a challenge. So when they would, like, what do you call it, bogus that joint? Don't bogus the joint. What are you talking about? So I turned down their booger, spittle-inspiring chemical warfare they were waging upon themselves because I was critically thinking. Let's see, this conduct produces stink, incoherency, stumbling, and more often than not, dying. So I critically stepped back because I'm really not that smart. But around booger-infested dopers, I really look brilliant. So critical thinking, when someone tells you to wear a mask, and the overwhelming evidence from the overwhelming health professionals are, they don't work. You know, your breath comes through the mask because every hunting season in the beautiful winter wonderland of Michigan, it's freezing, below zero when I'm in my tree stand in the sacred Michigan swamps. And I got these heavy masks on. I got balaclava and wool and Gore-Tex, which is supposed to stop the cold from getting into your teeth. But you know what came out of my masks while I was hunting? My breath. So when people tell me to wear a mask to reduce the spread of your breath, I go, except that masks don't do that. I didn't have to go to mask college to determine that. I just lived a conscientious, attentive, situational awareness orgy life where I pay attention to reality. So that was the dance-a-thon of truth, logic, and common sense that just permeated the atmosphere this last Saturday, August 21, Clusterfuck 21, at Tucker Hall in Waco, Texas. What a firestorm of fun, shit-kicker dance music. Thank you, everybody who made it, and thank everybody who wanted to make it. But it's just a speakeasy. It's not an official concert. Wasn't promoted on the radio. I just shared it on anti-social media. Barack. Now, if I had some Werner's ginger ale, except for all that fructose, I could really do a cacophony of toxic verbiage. But that's kind of a handsome burp, because this is, after all, everybody knows, almost everybody, everybody who's tuned in, which is us, that this is a spirit campfire. It's not an official anything except a spirit shit-kicker, free-for-all campfire. Never before have I turned on you. You look too good to me. Your beady eyes, they could cut me in two, and I just can't let you be. It's a free-for-all, I heard it said, and you can bet your life the stakes are high, and so am I. It's in the air tonight, aye. And then how about that lick that follows that? How about that lick? How about the way I play that opening chord? What a nasty, beautiful, outrageous, noisy chord is... Now, normally a person would say, I digress, but I actually progress. When I say progress, when I'm progressive, it actually means that I'm upgrading, looking for better future than the past. So welcome to the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. But thank you, everybody at Tucker Hall Saturday night. Holy soul music, all-American, shit-kicker, thank you. What a riot we had. John Kutz on drums. You know, world-class virtuoso and just the nicest guy. An absolutely God, family, country, work ethic, law and order, be the best that you can be. John Kutz, thank you. Johnny Big, John Shane on the bass guitar. These guys are world-class monster musical forces to reckon with. So John and Johnny, thank you so much. Just like Greg and Jason and all my bandmates, all my life, I've been surrounded by just absolute throttle masters who put their heart and soul into every lick, every song, every night, every gig, every time. And the people felt that samurai, be the best that you can be, warrior, musical authority, spirit that was at Tucker Hall. And I gave a list of songs. Somebody asked on Facebook today what songs we played. We started out with the Star-Spangled Banner, fire-breathing Star-Spangled Banner. Freedom erupted in the entire room. It was beautiful. Star-Spangled Banner, then we went with Route 66, just a classic old rhythm and blues masterpiece that I was weaned on. I started playing Route 66, 1958. You know, it's the lick is so rudimentary. Well, if you Never planned to motor well. Taxi my way, highway, there's the bread. So that was number 2. And then we played Johnny Be Good because Chuck Berry invented this stuff on a Gibson Birdland guitar in 1953, 1954. I was there. So Star-Spangled Banner, Route 66, Johnny Be Good, and then we did Snakeskin Cowboys. What a great lick. All these licks. Are you kidding me? This is a musical celebration. Now, where do I come up with Snakeskin Flag Eyes. And a big thank you to Chris on the PA system, and a big thank you to my blood brother, Calvin Ross at Lone Star Music in Waco, and Tim and Ashley Tucker and Shemaine and Keith Mark and Luke Hilgerman and Kevin at Hunter Nation. We had a Hunter Nation rally. So I'll continue with the set list in a minute here, but every day of my life is like a firestorm of freedom fighting and celebrating. And I think that's why you like the Spirit Campfire, because I don't play games, I don't hold back, I'm not censored. I can't believe I'm still on here. Can you believe I'm still on here? How have I not been completely shut down by the anti-American censor punks? But here I am on this glorious 23rd day Monday of Clusterfuck 21, still celebrating truth, logic, and common sense. But anyhow, please go to hunternation.org. I keep saying this, and we're having a lot of people that are doing it. It's treacherous out there. This president, every agency of the United States government is virtually untrustworthy. I don't want to say that, and worse than not wanting to say it, I sure wish it wasn't true. Who can you trust? You can't trust the FBI or the ATF or the FDA or the CDC or the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. You can't trust any of them. It's like they went to the school of lies. How about, if you want more proof that you can't trust the government, word has it, and I'm fighting the treachery of what I'm being told and reading, that the United States Air Force military is now teaching inclusion of a terrorist organization. You know, they say they're Black Lives Matter, but they're just the opposite of that. Black Lives Matter is a clear-cut terrorist organization. The ones that burnt down Seattle and Portland and Atlanta and Chicago and New York. And so they're teaching the cadets, the recruits of the United States Air Force to embrace the terrorist organization of Black Lives Matter? Holy shit! And our government abandons Americans and pull out of Afghanistan without saving the Americans first? Who's this deranged and rotten to the core, Democrats? This fake commander-in-chief. I was with some heroes of the military this weekend. Army, Navy, Air Force, U.S. Marine Corps, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, members of the Coast Guard, U.S. Army, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers. They are just heartbroken that they carried their dead comrades off the battlefield in Iraq and Afghanistan, and that this traitor is considered the commander-in-chief by someone. Here's the facts of life. By the way, the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire, brought to you by TedNugent.com. I just signed another 1,000 of these babies. Now, there is a sale coming up. I don't know if the sale's kicked in yet. But this Spirit Campfire is brought to you by TedNugent.com. Oh, by the way, the people who get these say that they are the most loved human beings in their neighborhood. This is just a threat. This is like a piece of middle finger on fire clothing. If you want this shirt or this hat, people are going, I can't believe your commercial. Do you go to work in the morning without getting paid? Really? Do you? Is your life basically charity work? Shut the If you want one of these, which, by the way, you have to have one of those, go to tednugent.com. There's no sale yet, but there will be a sale starting in a few days. But go ahead and get them before the sale. Then buy more when the sale starts. And also buy My Pillow. You know, we're being just viciously assaulted by Marxists and America-hating freaks in our government, academia, the media, big tech, Hollywood, the enemies of freedom, every one of them. Now, Tucker Carlson's awesome, Sean's great, Laura's great, Joe Pags is great, Michael Berry is great, Mark Davis is great. The guys that are now filling in, Clay and Buck filling in for the great late Rush Limbaugh. There's some great conservative truth, logic, and common sense media out there, but you know who they are. But if you really want to fight back against the evil forces that are destroying mom and pop businesses, shutting down entrepreneurs, paying people to be slovenly and not be productive, if you want to punch back, go to mypillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT. Mike Lindell has renewed his sponsorship for the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Say thank you to Mike Lindell if you enjoy this, if you think this is good stuff. And if you want to punch back to the evil forces that are destroying the entrepreneurs of this country, go to mypillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT. Get a dog bed, the best dog beds in the world. Sadie and Happy and Coco are on My Pillow dog beds right now. I'm going to get Shemaine on a My Pillow dog bed later on. But anyhow, go to mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, and show support for the Spirit Campfire, and show support for the guy on the front lines, the tip of the spear in this culture war, that the enemies of America, they're trying with everything they have to destroy Mike Lindell. Shoot back against the enemies of America and freedom by supporting Mike Lindell. Duh. So anyhow, I want to thank everybody at the, it was a Ted Nugent Greasy Speakeasy Spirit Campfire, but thank you. Thank you, Rusty Kimbrell. Thank you, all the people. Thank you, Scott Thrash, and thank you, Calvin Ross and all the team. But we had a great Hunter Nation meeting, and people are realizing that if we don't unite as conservatives for God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Real Independence, the entrepreneurial work ethic of the man in the arena, law and order. Do you realize that list that I just gave is exactly what our government is against? It's what academia is. They're against God, family, and country. Black Lives Matter came right out and said we need to destroy God and we need to destroy the American family. And we got to destroy mom and pop businesses. So if you believe in that stuff, please go to hunternation.org. Be a member, but find out how we're uniting conservative families around the country to stand up against this tyrannical demonacy that leaves Americans in Afghanistan and claims that there was no better way to do it. What kind of mentally deranged freak thinks he's the commander-in-chief and says, there's nothing better we could have done? I could have done it better, and I'm just a guitar player. Do we need to get the hell out of the Middle East? Yes. As long as we make sure that we don't leave a void for them to plan another 9/11. After we beat the evil Japanese Empire and the evil Nazi devils in World War II, do you know, here it is, all these years later, what is 70 years later, 75 years later, we still have American military presence in Germany and in Japan. and all across Europe to make sure that no new Nazis try it again and no new kamikaze emperor-worshipping sheep monsters try it again. So we've got to stay where evil, monstrous voodoo devils will organize themselves to come over here again. And how about this? So we're bringing in tens of thousands of Afghanis. We don't know who they are. I have heroes in the military who were over there where the Afghan soldiers they trained and paid for and protected turned on the American military heroes and killed our guys. They're not to be trusted. The evidence is inescapable. The monsters from the Middle East that attacked us, mostly from Saudi Arabia, we can't let them gear up and strategize to attack us over here again. Yet we're sending C-17 transport planes full of unknown Afghanistan men, military-age men. And by the way, you know who wore hidden bombs? Afghanistan women and children, and killed the American heroes. They're virtually untrustworthy, and we're bringing them in unvetted. While the American Marxist government shuts down mom and pop businesses, forces children to wear masks when they don't work and they're dangerous to their health, yet our southern border is wide open, inviting and rewarding with our hard-earned tax dollars illegal invaders into America. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow American patriots and shit kickers, if that's not treason, what would be? Please go to hunternation.org. If you're not engaged in participating in this blood and guts, hard-earned freedom, American experiment self-government, the enemies of America consider you on their side, and you are. What can we do? What can we do? Be sure you're a National Rifle Association member. Be sure you're a member of Gun Owners of America. United States Conceal Carry Association, uscca.com. Be a member of hunternation.org, hunternation.org. And call your mayor, your senator, your congressman, your governor, and tell them you are absolutely horrified that our president would invite people from Afghanistan when we don't know who they are. And our president, our government, would destroy American businesses under the lies that you have to social distance or wear masks and get some experimental shot. Oh, the FDA authorized it. Oh, yeah, the FDA. That's a trustworthy gang. You know, the FDA that worked with the Wuhan lab to create a weaponized virus against the world. Are you kidding me? Call your mayor, your senator, your congressman, your governor. Tell them weekly you know what they're doing. And if your mayor, your senator, your congressman, and your governor do not stand against the enemies of America, let them know we will vote them the hell out of office. Well, the vote doesn't count. We're going to make it count. hunternation.org. So anyhow, that's enough. Temporarily, that's enough hell-raising for the bad and the ugly. Let's celebrate the good, shall we? So we did the Star-Spangled Banner Saturday night. John and Johnny, fire-breathing. Star-Spangled Banner, Route 66, Johnny Be Good, Snakeskin Cowboys, Paralyzed, Dog Eat Dog, Gonzo, My Girl by the Temptations. We played My Girl. It was awesome. My Girl by the Temptations. And they played it on a Gibson hollow body like this, so I'll get the exact tone. The sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, it's cold outside, I see your nipples a mile away. Are those the original lyrics? When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Where I guess you say Motown, man, Motown. Didn't I identify today's spirit campfire as like a Nugefunkfire? And I think the other description was Nugemotown funky fire or something. But anyhow, so after My Girl, then we played Fred Bear. Oh my God, I played it on my 59 Les Paul. Maybe the greatest Fred Bear I ever played. Really emotional and powerful, and John and Johnny put their heart and soul like they were at a campfire with Fred Bear. And when you were at a campfire or a rock and roll campfire or a spirit campfire with me, you are at a spirit campfire with Fred Bear, because he lives in my belly and in my spirit. So after Fred Bear, I think we played Cat Scratch Fever, because it's too sexy for my Glock. So we played Cat Scratch Fever and grinded. We were grinding people's skeletons into talcum powder. And then we played Stranglehold, the ultimate love song. What a lick. Are you kidding me? People still ask me to play it on the Spirit Campfire, so I will. It's all in the fingers. It's all in the spirit. It's all in the scrotum. It's see how I played the lick on the neck pickup, and then at the very end I slapped it on this one. I shift gears. I shift gears on my Gibson Birdline, which is why I have this Gretsch strap knob. People go, what is that? It's a Gretsch strap knob on all my Birdlands, which means they're sighted in dead on at 200 yards. So this is the Monday, August 23rd, Clusterfuck 21, Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. We appreciate you supporting the truth, logic, and common sense orgy that is the Uncle Ted life. I've been running around Spirit Wild Ranch here all day today with Happy, Sadie, and Coco, and Shemaine's been running around. She just got home, I think, because I heard the dogs get all really uppity and happy. And I'm going to be uppity and happy because Shemaine is home. How about my wife? Are you kidding me? I know I'm charming, and I'm self-sufficient, and I'm rugged, and I'm protective, and I'm a provider. But I must be one sexy son of a bitch to have gotten that blonde from Detroit. I didn't just write Little Miss Dangerous, I erupted it. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you're ready for a good week, but please do not give up. I know it really pains the heart what's going on in this country right now, and it's tragic, and it's treacherous, it's evil. You know, the culture war started out as just a different opinion. Well, we're going to go with a Republican because the Democrats' ideas, they're not really as smart, and the evidence doesn't show that the Democrats' ideas is as good as conservative ideas. I think I'm going with the God, family, country, constitution, freedom, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. I'll vote. So there was just a difference of opinion about Republicans, Democrats. Now, listen to what Democrats say. Listen to what this president does. Watch this feeble freak who has been scammed into the White House to parrot and puppet what some evil man behind the curtain is forcing him to say. And he still can't say it right. And Kamala Harris, what is that? You would hire Kamala Harris to do what in your life? Nancy Pelosi is good at, you would want Nancy Pelosi to be in charge of nothing. The Democrats have become virtually untrustworthy, which is why all the bureaucracies are virtually untrustworthy. Because not enough Americans gave enough shit to be engaged and participate in this sacred experiment in self-government. Now we have these monsters, these traitors committing treason and violating their oath every hour on the hour. Unless you watch them every half hour and they do it that often. So call your elected employees and start demanding constitutional accountability. There's a difference between immigration, which we all support because we all are immigrants. There's a difference between immigration and illegal immigration. There's a difference between banking and bank robbing. So, compartmentalize. Never lose sight of the evil atrocities and the treachery all around us at the hands of our government, academia, the media, big tech goofballs, fact checkers. Hey, fact checkers, I don't want to hurt your feelings, which is impossible not to, because your whole life is about little touchy, petty, wimpy, spineless, pussified feelings. You're not fact checkers. You think you're a fact checker. You're not a fact checker. You're a fact wrecker. You're a fact avoider. You're basically liars. Wouldn't it be fun? Hey, fact checkers, pick your smartest fact checker. Go ahead, big tech, pick your smartest guy. I'll debate you anywhere, anytime, under any conditions. And I will eat your family tree and shit toxic sawdust in your face. Because the left is all about lies, corruption, abuse of power, and control of others. I've never met a human being who wants to control anybody else. My wonderful family, my band, my crew, my hunting buddies, the people I have lunch and dinner with, my neighbors. I know a lot of people. I'm a gregarious, loving human being. I've never met a human being that wanted to control someone else. Well, my dad, for the first 12 years of my life, well, the first 15 years, first 17 years of my life. But he did it as a good parenting, disciplining me. He didn't really want to control me, but he wanted to guide me, nurture me, educate me, discipline me. Big difference. I'm sorry, but the left are tyrannical control monsters. Do you feel the love? So I know Shemaine is cooking me up some killer venison goulash or something. Barack. So thank you for your support. This Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire is also brought to you by Remington Ammo It's going to be on the shelves soon. Get yourself some Remington ammo. That's all I run. I trained with my Glock today. Dave Watson. Dave Watson, the co-producer, editor of Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild. 31 years on outdoor television. Started on public television. 30 years on Outdoor Channel. Over 500 episodes of Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild TV. If you don't get Outdoor Channel, I know you think I'm funny. You know I think I'm pretty clever. But you ain't seen shit till you see Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild 3 times a week for the last 30 years on Outdoor Channel. It's been a top-rated show every year because I'm a funny guy. I know what I'm talking about. I live this stuff. I don't presume shit. I share experiences. And experiences is X-E, experiences. You don't need an E before the X because just the letter X has an E thing going on. Remington, the best pistol ammo in the world right there. Remington Golden Saber. Goes in like a thumb, comes out like a frisbee. The flying ashtrays. So we appreciate your support at Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild. Also the fact that Bushnell has been a longtime sponsor of Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild, and they have new optics with a new unbelievable technology where no matter what the light conditions, you can range find and see the critters no matter what. These are the new Bushnell Binoculars. It's got this technology called Active Sync. Black in bright conditions and red in dark conditions. You can see the creature no matter how dusky. Maybe it'll be another misty dusk that you have the beast arrive and you want to see exactly where his pump station entrance might be. So you get yourself some Bushnell rangefinders and you will see the range and you will calculate the arch of your archery. Archery. I was going to shoot my bow, but I think I put it away. I was shooting my Matthews earlier today. Boy, I'm shooting so good. Get an orange piece of tape, put it on the vitals of your 3D target. Put a piece of orange tape on your bow and think orange tape, orange tape, orange tape. Just think orange tape, orange tape. I just need to get the orange tape, orange tape, orange. Mystical flight of the samurai spirit arrow right into the pump station disconnect hell zone of the unsuspecting herbivores that'll soon be pure natural protein for the family in family-sized portions. And you can make them into family-sized portions with cold steel knives. I just carved some fallow protein for the puppies. So yeah, I like to promote mom and pop business. Oh, here's one. How about this? Yeah, I'm promoting stuff. I got a bunch of friends up in Minnesota that have the greatest packs, the greatest bags and duffel bags and beautiful leather. Duluth Pack up in Minnesota. This is one of their bags here. I imagine it's duluthpack.com. But they make these great mom and pop business. A salute to the entrepreneurial mom and pop business, the men in the arena. Duluth Pack. Maybe duluthpack.com up in Minnesota. Just a great family. I don't owe them nothing. And people are still at it. It's almost September. Guys are already out west in South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska. The season's open for big game out there. And I'm using the cold steel cheap shot bone saw broadhead. Answering some of my emails here. And the NAP, New Archery Products, Kill Zone broadhead. So these are my weapons of choice. Thought I would share that. And also, the best gun cleaning stuff on the planet, Dirty Boar. Go to dirty-boar.com. This is what I use. And Big Tine. I've been doing this all day too. We had some rain, so I threw out a bunch of Big Tine buck Brench and a bunch of Big Tine supplemental feed for my critters. So I'm promoting mom and pop businesses. I promote entrepreneurs because I'm an entrepreneur. I started a rock and roll band in Detroit in 1957. And look at me today. 73 years clean and sober, having the time of my life, getting ready for the greatest, most fun, protein-infested, spirit-infested hunting season of my life. Because this is the Spirit Campfire Always stand up for what you believe in. Truth, logic, common sense, we the people. Declare your independence. Unleash the rugged individualism that is the defiant DNA of the United States of America, because our founding fathers wrote down self-evident truths so the king couldn't mess with us again. And this is the Ted Nugent self-evident truth spirit campfire. Not a hunch or a presumption or a guess. I spew, I reek, I consistently deliver definitive, self-evident truth, logic, and common sense. Thank you very much for that. A big thank you for everybody at Tucker Hall. This last weekend, we had an absolute soul music orgy. Just absolute. And by the way, if I might, some people, came around back behind the building afterwards. I got to tell you, the worst place on planet Earth to have a conversation with me is before I go on stage or when I get off stage. Because before I go on stage, I am possessed. I am obsessed. I haven't even got to the stage yet, and my whole being is just swirling in a firestorm of the music I'm about to unleash. Barack. So I'm not really apologizing, but if people wanted to have a conversation with me before I go on stage, forget it. I'm not a prick. Barack. He is. I'm not a prick, but I'm focused. I'm about to weld your beam. I have to concentrate on my welding iron or torch. And then I get off stage and I'm just a saturated, sweaty pig, completely intoxicated on the music, completely drunk on the music. And people are trying to talk to me about high school. Number one, I can't hear you. And number 1A, I don't really give a shit. Because I'm like inebriated on the musical power that I just wallowed in. And I'm still wallowing in it when I get off stage. Don't try to talk to me before I go on stage. And don't try to talk to me when I get off. I'm focused. That's why we do the Spirit Campfire. I can carry on a rather poignant monologue here. I'd love to read, remember last time I tried to read the comments. I know you're there. Thank you. I know you're all there. Thank you very much. But if I go to read it, I'll shut the whole thing down. So please go to fullcircleprogram.com. Great youth charity saving the youth of America from the Joe Biden invitation to the drug cartels that are killing our children with their fentanyl because the Democrats are welcoming them into America to kill our children. And people stupid enough to take drugs and chemicals and fentanyl. Ay, Chihuahua. So please go to fullcircleprogram.com and support young Americans, saving young Americans' lives from our government-invited fentanyl attack. It's true. I know that's radical. It's radical that I have to say the truth. Well, that's outrageous what you're saying, because what I'm saying is outrageously true. So thank you for your support. I love you all madly. I'll see you here maybe tomorrow night. What is it, Monday? Yeah, this week I'll be back. Who's going to stop me? Boy, they'd like to, huh? So far, so good. Truth, logic, and common sense going nuts. God bless America.